Ever wondered about the incredible families that have shaped the history of Italy? Well, let me tell you about one of the most fascinating ones. The Savoy Dynasty. This family tree stretches back over 1,000 years, with branches entwined in tales of bravery, romance, and power struggles, from their humble beginnings in the Western Alps to their rise as rulers of the Duchy of Savoy, spanning parts of modern-day France, Italy, and Switzerland. The Savoys have left an unforgettable mark on Italian history. So join me as we dive into the exquisite story of the Savoy Dynasty. The Savoy Dynasty, tracing its origins to the rough landscapes of the Western Alps in the 11th century, began as a modest noble house. Through shrewd alliances, military achievements, and diplomatic finesse, the Savoys steadily ascended the ranks of European nobility. By the 14th century, they had solidified their authority as the rulers of the Duchy of Savoy, a domain spanning across present-day France, Italy, and Switzerland. This period marked the zenith of their power and influence as they navigated the complex dynamics of medieval politics and expanded their territorial holdings. The rise of the Savoys was characterized by a blend of martial prowess, strategic marriages, and adept statecraft, which enabled them to carve out a formidable realm in the heart of Europe. Their ascent laid the foundation for centuries of dynastic rule and left an indelible mark on the history of the region. Emmanuel Philibert, also known as the Ironhead Duke, is perhaps one of the most renowned figures in Savoyard's history. Born in 1528, he ascended to the dukedom in 1553 after his father's death. Emmanuel Philibert is credited with transforming the fortunes of the House of Savoy through his military campaigns and shrewd statecraft. One of his most notable achievements was the recovery of the Duchy of Savoy's territories, which had been lost to France. Through the Treaty of Cateau-Cambrésis in 1559, he secured the return of key regions, including Turin, to the Savoyards, establishing Turin as the capital of the duchy. The 19th century witnessed the rise of Victor Emmanuel II, whose reign marked a pivotal moment in Italian history. With a spirit of nationalism sweeping across the Italian peninsula, Victor Emmanuel II seized the opportunity to unite Italy under the banner of the House of Savoy. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed the King of Italy, leading the charge for Italian unification. His strategic alliances and military campaigns culminated in the annexation of various Italian states, including Lombardy, Venetia, and the Papal States, into the Kingdom of Italy. Under his rule, Italy was finally unified as a single nation-state. Despite the success of unification, the House of Savoy faced numerous challenges in navigating the complexities of Italian politics. The newly unified Italy was plagued by regional rivalries, social unrest, and economic disparities, posing significant challenges to the stability of the kingdom. King Umberto I, Victor Emmanuel II's successor, grappled with these challenges during his reign. His efforts to modernize Italy's infrastructure and promote economic development were met with mixed success. However, his reign was also marred by social tensions, including labor strikes and anarchist uprisings. Throughout their history, the Savoys were renowned patrons of the arts and culture, fostering a rich cultural legacy that continues to resonate in Italy today. Turin, the capital of the Duchy of Savoy, flourished as a center of artistic and intellectual activity under their patronage. The Savoys commissioned renowned architects and artists to embellish their royal residences, including the Palazzo Reale and the Palazzo Madama in Turin. They also supported the development of Turin's prestigious Royal Theatre and Royal Library, which became hubs of cultural exchange and enlightenment. The royal palaces of Turin stand as enduring symbols of the Savoyard dynasty's grandeur and luxury. The Palazzo Reale, with its majestic facade and sumptuous interiors, served as the primary residence of the Savoy monarchs. The palazzo's lavish halls and salons bear witness to centuries of royal extravagance and refinement. Equally impressive is the Palazzo Madama, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that blends medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque architectural styles. Originally built as a fortress, the palazzo was transformed into a royal residence by the Savoys, featuring exquisite frescoes, tapestries, and ornate furnishings. The House of Savoy played a pivotal role in modernizing Italy's economy and society during the 19th and early 20th centuries. Under their rule, Italy witnessed significant advancements in industry, agriculture, and infrastructure, laying the foundations for its emergence as a leading European power. The Savoys initiated ambitious public works projects, including the construction of railways, highways, and irrigation systems, to spur economic growth and facilitate trade. Throughout its long history, the Savoy dynasty amassed considerable wealth and holdings, making them one of the wealthiest families in Europe. Their vast riches were derived from extensive landholdings, lucrative investments, and control over valuable resources. At the height of their power, the Savoys owned extensive estates, including vast swaths of agricultural land, prestigious vineyards, and valuable mineral deposits. These holdings provided a steady stream of income through rents, agricultural production, and mineral extraction. Furthermore, the Savoys were astute financiers, adept at leveraging their wealth to generate even greater returns. They invested in various enterprises, including banking, commerce, and industry, diversifying their sources of income and multiplying their fortunes. The royal palaces and estates owned by the Savoys also served as symbols of their wealth and power, lavishly adorned with priceless works of art, exquisite furnishings, and intricate architectural details. These properties showcased the family's luxury and refined taste. While it is difficult to ascertain the exact net worth of the Savoy dynasty in modern terms, their wealth was undoubtedly immense, enabling them to exert significant influence both within Italy and beyond. Despite the transition from monarchy to republic, the legacy of the Savoys' wealth continues to endure, shaping Italy's cultural landscape and heritage. Despite their contributions to Italian unity and progress, the House of Savoy faced mounting criticism and controversy in the 20th century. The monarchy's involvement in Italy's fascist regime under Benito Mussolini tarnished its reputation. It led to widespread calls for its abolition. In 1946, following Italy's defeat in World War II, a national referendum resulted in the abolition of the monarchy and the establishment of the Italian Republic. King Umberto II, the last reigning monarch of Italy, was forced into exile, marking the end of the Savoyard dynasty's reign. Although the House of Savoy no longer reigns as Italy's royal family, its legacy endures in the hearts and minds of the Italian people. The Savoys' contributions to Italian culture, architecture, and nation-building continue to be celebrated and commemorated across Italy. Today, the descendants of the House of Savoy are active in various fields, including politics, business, and philanthropy, carrying on the family's tradition of service and leadership. While Italy has transitioned into a republic, the memory of the Savoys remains an integral part of the nation's identity and heritage. Today, the Savoy dynasty no longer holds the same political power and influence that it once did. Following the abolition of the monarchy in Italy in 1946, the Savoy family was stripped of its titles and forced into exile. They were banned from setting foot on Italian soil for nearly 6 decades. In modern times, members of the Savoy family have largely embraced private lives, focusing on philanthropy, cultural preservation, and advocacy for monarchy restoration. Many descendants of the Savoys reside in various parts of Europe and beyond, leading lives away from the public spotlight. While the Savoys no longer reign as monarchs, they continue to play a role in Italian society and politics, albeit in a more symbolic and ceremonial capacity. Some family members have become vocal proponents of monarchy restoration, advocating for the return of the royal family to Italy. Despite their diminished political stature, the Savoys remain an integral part of Italy's cultural heritage and history. Their legacy lives on through the preservation of historic sites, cultural institutions, and traditions associated with the royal family. Don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button for more.